Welcome back to Digger Detecting, guys. Welcome also to a beautiful morning out in the bush and a nice mild day. It's around 24, 25 degrees today, so the weatherman tells me. Let's just see if he's if he's right for today. And look, we're out in the gold, as you can see. We're in the gold fields and we're in this little area starting off today, and bingo, we've got our first piece of gold. And this one here, I'm going to explain how I got him in a second, but we'll just have a look at him first. He's a nice little nuggety nug. So very cool, and I have not dug any rubbish, any lead. We only just dug the one other false signal there. It was sort of sounding off like a target, but it was false. So we took a scraping off, filled him back in. The next signal, well, it was gold. And as I said, no rubbish, no lead just yet. We're really going to hit the money today, I feel. The reason why I found that bit of gold so easily, though, excuse me, he's coming over here this morning, crossing the gully. The first thing I noted was someone's been here and doing some fresh digging and not filling their holes in it. And it sort of made me wonder straight away, well, were they getting gold? You know, they've got a big scraping here. May have filled it in a little bit. This one's certainly not. And everything's been pushed down into the miner's hole there. And we've got another hole over here. This is actually the first one that I spotted. And they're not that old either. They're quite fresh. So maybe done over the weekend. We've got another hole just here and a few more tailing off over there. So look, a key indicator, you know, of where someone's been hunting and where possible gold may have been coming out. You know, you wouldn't dig 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a big 5 and six holes, and that's just what I'm spotting standing here. You wouldn't dig 6 holes in this little area for no reason, had there not been signals here and had they possibly not been gold. So look, you got to dig them all, and I'm certain they probably got gold out of those 6 odd holes that I can see. One of them would have been gold surely, and there we go, one of them was gold for us. And those holes being open, as I said, is what led me over here straight away. So fill your holes in. It's part of your miner's right. I say it all the time. Look, if you've got the effort to dig the hole, just kick it back in. It's not hard. And the same goes with rubbish. You see rubbish out in the bush all the time. We don't need any excuses to not be out here or to have these places locked up. And I always think to myself, if you've got the energy and you've got the thought and you know, the idea to take a bottle of water out with you or a can of soft drink or whatever it be. I mean, I got that in my backpack with me today, but it'll be coming out of the bush with me today as well. So if you've got the idea to bring it, get the idea to take it out. And if you've got the idea to dig it, well, make sure you fill it back in. Let's keep going. Oh, as I said, fill those holes in because it really makes my job so much easier. You're literally leading me onto the gold. Thank you very much, Lee. We've got another nice signal right here, and he's literally beside that other open hole, the big open hole. And there was our first piece of gold, our last hole that we filled in. Make sure you fill your holes in. Like, it's quite obvious I've just dug there, the ground's all scuffed up, but the most important thing is the hole is filled in. Within about a week, you won't even know that anybody's been there, whereas this hole here, until someone fills it in, it's just going to look ugly and open. So let's get this one out. I'm pretty certain there's another piece of gold in this stack, and whoever's dug beside me here, well, they may not have covered this ground properly. You know, maybe they ran out of time on this bank, or maybe they missed it. All right, well, I'm puffing after that one. He's quite the dig, and we got lead. That's all right. We got gold and we got lead. That's part and parcel. And what we did just then, we filled in our hole, and while I was there, I just filled in the other hole quickly. So I'm a good Samaritan. I've done my good bit for the day, and hopefully it brings me more gold. Let's keep going. All right, we are getting there. We're slowly making our way up the head of this gully. We're right in the bottom of it at the moment, the base. We've got a really nice little intersecting gully here where it's sort of a three-way intersecting and joining together. And it's a nice little perched area, I reckon. I'm going to probably have some lunch here after this target, after I fill my hole in. Remember, fill your holes in, because that's how it led me onto this next bit of gold. So number 2 for today. And it's only just gone 10 a.m. So look, spectacular stuff so far. We've dug a few bits of lead that you have not seen. This one's in the rock, in the rough. So we're going to bust him out and give you a look. But let me show you, as I said once again, what led me right here. 1 open hole, 2 open hole, 3 open hole. You can barely see. There's another one around the corner. And there's another scraping up there. So look, just as soon as I see these holes, I pull up straight away, because I know, look, I know other people explore these areas too, and I know people get to the hard to get to areas like I like to get to. But when you're not filling your holes in, it really just, well, it just makes it so much easier for me. As I'm walking through these places to get to those hard to get to areas, well, I'm seeing your open holes left behind, and it's making me stop and hunt around. Because if I know you've got signals, well, I know I can get signals, and chances are, well, some of it may just be gold. Let's crack this one out. Let's give you a look. Oh, we've got him loose. He's a little bit littler than what I thought too. I was hoping he'd be a little bit bigger. See me out there. Just double check. Oh, it's very quiet. It's coming through the headphones there. Nah, there's nothing in it, and just to make sure, I'll leave it on top of the coil. So just check this one out though. He's a nice little nugget. I'm going to put the scoop underneath because I don't want to lose him. Disregard that. And check out that. So little nuggy, nice little nuggy, one that someone's missed and one that someone led me onto. Once again, leaving their holes open. So fill those holes in like we always do, and just move on to the next target, and keep those areas where you're getting targets, well, keep them secret, because you can always come back, new machine, new coil, new day, new weather, new conditions, new soil conditions, and get more gold. So these little hot spots that I find, I always mark them and waypoint them where I'm finding little patches of gold and where other people have left their holes open, and I come back and hunt them time and time again. So let's stop and have a quick break to eat a choc chip cookie, I should say. I'm really treating myself today, and let's sit and take in this view, and let's keep going. Oh, get out! Check this one. Oh, just seen it hanging off the side. Listen to it. It's a chonker. It's a chunky bit of gold. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me get my glove off. You normally, you hum your way down, work your way down. You just expect to see lead a lot of the time. But when you do see that gold colouring, whether it be encased in rock like this one, or whether it just be that bit of gold come out straight away, it really makes you excited. Gets you really excited. Look at that. It's definitely gold. And all that hard work that you do, digging all the rubbish and digging all the holes, it all pays off when you see that yellow. Let's cross him out together. He's going to be a really nice chunk, because he's blanking the detector out. Where is he? Is he still there? He's still in that rock. All right, let's keep him to the side. Sometimes what can happen is... Sometimes what can happen is you can get quite a few specks of gold encased in those rocks, and a lot of the time it's very small gold. Whoops, I zoomed crazy in there. A lot of time it's very small gold, but in this case I think it's just going to be the one big nugget, or bigger nugget anyway. So let's get him out a little bit more. He's nearly out. Oh, we're going to see that size of the nugget. There he is. Little ripper. And he was a fair way down to this target. So look, awesome stuff. That's our third nugget. We've not even stopped for lunch yet. We've had a quick break there before, but yeah, number 3. We're going to go for our gram today if we can help it. If we can get it, I mean. And it's been hard lately, I will say. But we're going to really try for it. So school hours, it's always hard to get the gram. But on a full day, we can normally get it. Number 3, we're working towards it, aren't we? Let's keep going. Rightio, well, we have finally got over to the hill where we wanted to be, and I never trust that weatherman because it's got hot. It's got extremely hot. We're going to stop and have some lunch in a second, so let's put all the gear down quickly. The detector's turned off because we've only got 1 bar of battery left. We're going to sit there and have some lunch. So first off, let's show you the area and why I wanted to get over here today. So you can see the big quartz boulders. You can also see someone else has been over here. They've had the same idea as me. They've got little scraping marks and diggings all around. But what's important over here though, and why the miners were really working this area, once again, is those quartz reefs. And you can see this one is outcropping on the side of the hill, mixed in with all the slate and the sandstone, and it's just liberating and chipping its way off down the hill. So fascinating. And look, as I said before, the more you learn, the more you know, the more it'll put you onto these places, and you'll have that success. So when you do see those jagged pieces of quartz off in the bush, that's exactly where they've come from. Shed straight off the reef. They haven't had a chance to weather or round. A lot of the rounded stones that you see out in the gold fields, they have come from the deep lead, rich alluvial riverbeds, where the miners have pulled up all the dirt, all the rich pay dirt, the material, the pay wash. There's many different names for it. And basically they've extracted it all up to the surface, and that's where you get your rounded river rocks. So it's a lot different in nature to something like that that's shed off the reef. So very interesting, very interesting. And as I said, we're going to have some lunch. We're going to poke around here like someone else has been doing. We will be filling our holes in though. That's the difference. And hopefully finding some gold. So let's do it. Let's have some lunch. Let's get back into it. All right, well, first good target over on this hill, and look what's happened. I feel all itchy and bitey right now because, can you see that? We just disturbed a bull ant's nest. And I don't want to go after this target now because they are so fierce, the bull ants. They're so aggressive. Oh, can we, can't we? Oh, look, they're attacking the coil already. If I get bitten though, it's not going to be worth it. So I don't know. Let's just see how we go. We might dig on. But if that's lead and I get bitten, well, it's definitely not going to be worth it. Bull ants are that aggressive too. I mean, that's where they get their name, bull ant. But they're that aggressive, they'll literally sniff you out and come after you and just bite you like mad. And in actual fact, they have been responsible for killing people, bull ants, especially if you're allergic to them, like Andrew is. Every time Andrew gets bitten, he needs Finnegan. And they're so aggressive too. You've only got to stomp the pick over here and look at them concentrate. And all of a sudden, they'll run over to the base of the pick. You've only got to make movement or make sound or vibration, and they're straight onto you, the bull ants. I don't know what that weatherman was talking about this morning when he said 24 degrees, nice mild day. It's got extremely muggy. It's got extremely thick with heat. So look, we are going to get out of here soon. It's sort of dictating where I go and what I do. I was sort of wanting to work all this top hill very, very hardly today into the afternoon, but I think I'm going to bail early. The reason being it's just so hot and so thick, and oh, it's really taking it out of me. Look at that. That's just come off my forehead. It's gross. But we're still getting the gold, we're still digging the signals, we're still persevering through, and this one is the tiniest little bit of gold you've ever seen in your life. I had to take a bit of a second look there and think, is that even gold? Or is that just a bit of a mineral, shining off there and making it look like gold? So just a quartz rock or something embedded in the ironstone there. That's definitely gold though. He sounds like a half decent size too. There he is in this one. The detector's going very warbly all of a sudden. That's better. So let's get him out and let's see if we can see him, or is it going to be a few nuggets? Who knows? Whoop, nearly lost him. Let's do it though, and let's have a look. All right, well there he is. And just like we were seeing there the other day at that new site that we visited, all the gold is in the rock. It's rock form. Rock on. I love when that happens too, because if you're hunting an area like that and you get a signal, and as soon as you see a couple of rocks lifted in the scoop, you can sort of almost pick that it's going to be gold. So he's an awesome little nugget, and that is number 4, I think. Let's actually have a look, because soon enough we're going to get out of here, as I said. The heat is going to push us out, and the time too. I mean, it's coming on 2 o'clock soon, but I would stay right up until 2 had it not be for that heat. I never trust that weatherman, he's such a liar. So yeah, number 4 bits of gold. And look, we were going for the gram today. It's certainly not going to happen now that we're getting out here early, but 4 little pieces in the scoop, and look, we're still 2 gullies away from the car. We could easily pick up another 1 or 2 before we finish up today. Let's keep going. Oh, this one is very interesting, and hopefully it's very much gold too, because we're lacking on the gold today. 4 pieces is good, don't get me wrong, but the more the better, because it does take a little bit of fuel to get up here, of course, and it takes its toll on you digging the gold out all day. It really does. It's not the easiest game. So hopefully this is gold. He sounds great. We're going to give you one more listen. Just thinking under the rocks here, how can it be anything else? You'd think a bit of gold, and then the miners have thrown the rocks on top and not even seen it, I dare say. Or thrown it out, I should say. So he's still there. He sounds good. Right in that rock there. As I said, how can it be rubbish? Let's find out. Oh yeah, do you see what I see? Let's zoom you in. Oh, that is so awesome. And that's our biggest piece today, I reckon. The flatty. Look at him. Oh, that's gold. It is gold, literally. Let's put him in the scoop before we lose him. Stop playing with it, he said. and he looks good. As I said, biggest piece today, down underneath the rocks. How could it not be gold? It can happen, be rubbish, but that time I was pretty certain. So we've actually got another signal right beside too. Funnily enough, whenever I sit my coil down, I seem to pick up on another target just as quick. So another signal to the side. We're going to give you a listen very quickly. Who knows, maybe we'll dig through the rocks and get another bit of gold. Let's have a listen to him. Sounds lovely. Now let's have a listen to this other one. Somewhere around here. There he is. Sounds that little bit deeper, or sorry, a little bit shallower, sorry. He sounds that little bit louder. So maybe he's shallower, or maybe he's a bigger piece of gold. Every chance of it being gold, because there's another bit that was missed. Well, let's get him out and have a look. Oh, not gold on that one, unfortunately. We were going to go 2 for 2. That one didn't sound quite right. As I said, he was a bit of a loud target, or a service target, and being a loud service target, he was lead. So here in front of us though, where we just got that nice flat bit of gold, which I've got to fill the hole in so no one else gets onto this little spot. But here in front of us though, I'm going to move all those branches. We're not going to have time to do it today, but I'm going to put all those branches off to the side one day, and I'm going to hunt underneath here. And the saying goes, in front of me the tree, and look all around. I might even bring the rake in here and have a good go. And you can see the quartz pile in front of me where the mine has been smashing up all the quartz and slate and ironstone, getting the gold out. So every chance there's a couple of bits of gold hiding under there that no one has ever got, just like that one there. Let's keep going. All right, well, I think I said about an hour ago that I was going to get out of here. It's 1:08 now, or 1:09. It's just turned, and we are going to get out of here soon because I am exhausted. Normally I'd go through till 2 o'clock, and we're nearly there. But I've still got a couple of hills to climb and get out of here. So look, we do have that next bit of gold, and we were just testing that theory, getting it around the branches. I haven't moved any per se. I've just sort of stuck the coil in, and well, bingo. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. So another chunky bit of gold, and the last 2 bits from here, from over this side of the hill, have been just that. Have been quite chunky. You'll see there at the end, we've got 5 or 6 bits of gold now, and the 2 last bits that we've found are the biggest. So awesome stuff. I know where I'm going to get back to. As I said, drop a waypoint, move all those sticks and branches, clear all these out of the way with the rake or what have you, and we will be back to get some more of this gold. So let's get back to the car now. Let's show you exactly what we've got today, and I've also got a special announcement to make, and we'll do that when we get back to the car. We'll see you there. All right, we've made it back to the car there, guys. We've got our gold in the bottle, and it sounds great. One thing I'm going to make mention, though, and show just before we show the gold, is all the lead and the rubbish. And the reason being is because I actually had a comment from a random bloke there the other day, or person, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, but they actually said, is no one else going to comment and make mention of you throwing all that rubbish back in the bush? You know, it's people like you, the reason why we have to go around picking up rubbish in the bush. I don't think so, Buster, because we take all our rubbish with us. We put it all in the double D leather pouch, including our lunch rubbish. And look, we've got a little pouch here. We put our lunch in there. We take it all with us, our car keys, our cans of Coke, and we take it all back out of the bush. You know, whatever you take into the bush or outdoors, make sure you take it back home and bin it, because it doesn't belong out there. So I don't know what he was on about. He must have been watching the video with his eyes shut. However, I will say sometimes I don't show the lead on the gold adventures. You know, on the coin relic hunts, we always show the bottle tops and the pull tabs and the chopped up Coke cans, all the rubbish. So maybe I'll just try and make mention of showing the rubbish a bit more. So just to keep everybody happy, because well, some people don't see it all, and they like to jump to conclusions and like to think they know what you're doing when well, you're not. So 7 pieces of gold there, which is just lovely. The flat bit in the middle being probably the biggest. And what I'll do, I don't have my scales with me today because I'm in the Commodore, but what I'll do is I will throw up a weight there at the end of this video with the gold on it, and you'll be able to see the weight. And I reckon about maybe 0.4 of a gram, 0.43 I'm going to say of a gram, just to be to try to be closer. So look, that is about it. 7 bits of gold, I reckon about under half a gram. And the announcement for today is happy birthday, Mum. So my mum is 62 years of age today, and for some people watching right now, they might think 62, big deal. That's not a milestone or an achievement at that. 60 might have been, but 62, you're just getting up to 70 then, aren't you? Well, the thing is, I'll be honest, my mum, well, I hope that she sees 70, put it that way. Mum was diagnosed with a heart condition many years ago, and it was hereditary. It was nothing that Mum did or could prevent. It was hereditary heart condition. I mean, she's never smoked, never drank, never done anything in her life to help these conditions on like some people do. But look, Mum sadly got diagnosed with a very severe heart condition, later on required surgery, and following up surgery not too long ago, a couple of years ago. And to be honest, we didn't know that we'd still have Mum up until this point. 62 years age today, 28th of February today, 62 Mum is, and that is a credit to her. I'm so proud of her, and I'm so fortunate to still have her with us here today. And so is my brother and my 2 sisters, because we all love her so much. She's done so much for us, and so is Dad, but we're not talking about Dad. Sorry, Dad, it's not your birthday. But Mum's just amazing. And some nights Mum will call me and it'll be 9 o'clock at night, and I think, here we go, 3-hour phone call. But I always answer. You know why? Because there'll be one day where I don't get that phone call from Mum, and I don't get to stay up till midnight chatting to her and telling her how much I love her, and I'll only wish that I could. So I'll always take those phone calls. And it's funny with Mum too. She goes, it's just a quick phone call, Luke. And I always think to myself, yeah, right. You say that like it's the truth, but it's not quick phone call. It's generally, as I said, consisting from anywhere from 15 minutes to 3.5 hours long, our phone calls. But I love them. Don't ever stop calling me, Mum, because I love it, as I said. So, and as I said, one day I just may not get those phone calls. So I hope you've enjoyed, guys. 7 bits of gold. We've taken our rubbish. We've done the right thing, and I hope you've enjoyed. And look, we're going to get back to here. We've got more sites to go. We've got more tips and tricks on the GPX 6000. In actual fact, I've got a couple of surprises coming for that machine to run also very soon, and another big announcement to make. So I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like and that comment, and make sure to subscribe to follow all our future adventures. Cheers, guys. Happy hunting. See you on the next.